Through the grapevine, you've heard about this little teeny tiny town called Gilbert, Arizona, and you're thinking about moving here. Or you already live here and you're thinking to yourself, man, it's just all pros. What are the cons? Or for you, it's all cons and you're thinking there's gotta be some pros of living here. So today we're gonna go over a few of the pros of living in Gilbert, Arizona. And of course, we're gonna cover some of those cons of living in Gilbert as well. Stick around, it's gonna be a lot of fun to talk about why some love living here and why some just, they just gotta get out of here. Let's take a few minutes and let's see what we got. All right, if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Gilbert, Arizona, the Phoenix metro area, or anything at all about living in Arizona, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and of course, ring that bell to stay up to date on everything. My name is Len, you may know my partner Jason, and we get calls every single day from subscribers just like you looking to make a move to Gilbert, Arizona, or just Arizona in general. We absolutely love hearing from you, and we want to answer any questions that you have, whether or not that you're looking to move here in 6 days or 6 months. We want to hear from you, so please do definitely reach out. So in this episode, I'm going to go over the top 3 reasons for living, why living in Gilbert sucks, and the top 3 reasons why some people love it. The beautiful thing about pros and cons is that some people's cons are another person's pros and vice versa, right? So it's all, beauty's in the eye of the beholder type thing. So let's cover the top 3 reasons that living in Gilbert, Arizona and the East Valley sucks. So number 3, honestly, we're pretty far east, so getting up north to Flagstaff or even to the west side to catch like a Cardinals football game really does take some planning. You can't just get in the car and go. Depending on what time of day you're leaving during the week, getting to the west side could either take you 45 minutes to get to the stadium, or it could take you up to a couple hours. Obviously, most weekends are going to be at an hour though, so you should be okay if that's part of your plans. Getting to Flagstaff is not just going to be an hour to get there either as well. It takes us just an hour to get to like the Anthem area, and then we have another couple hours to go. Scottsdale residents, on the other hand, they can get up to Anthem 20 minutes tops. So number 2, most of the events that we have here in the Phoenix metro area are not in Gilbert. You always are going to have to leave town. So you're thinking about going to the ballet, think again, you got to go to Phoenix. Spring training, we don't have any stadiums here in Gilbert. You want to go to museums, attractions, anything of that such, once again, you're heading to Phoenix. While there are still plenty of things to do in Gilbert, a lot of times you're going to be heading to other parts of Phoenix to take part of some of these events. The number 1 con right now is population growth. Gilbert is quickly growing, and we're seeing this in the form of traffic, longer lines at popular eating spots. It's taking longer to shop at Costco, things of that such. Gilbert really also covers a massive amount of square footage as far as land goes, and so it could take you 45 minutes to get to one side of town to the other, and sometimes you have a stoplight at every mile, and a lot of times you're actually seeing them every half mile. So you're just kind of inching along to get there. They've compensated with this high demand with a lot of apartment buildings, and we're seeing, that happening all over the town. Fortunately, it appears from my perspective that they're higher end apartments, so you're not necessarily ending up with a bunch of slums, if you want to say it that way, but it's not exactly, brand new neighborhoods. So those are some of the reasons why I think Gilbert may not be for you. Now, let's talk about a few of the reasons that people love Gilbert. Now, for me, these are my opinions. I think there's plenty to do inside city limits. You love the golf, we got you covered. There's multiple golf courses. Some communities even have golf course homes, gated, active adult. You have tons of options. You can live right on the golf course. You can walk out your front door. You can get club membership to your neighborhood. You love to bike, hike, run, or just be outdoors in general. We have great canal system here that you can go miles and miles and miles on without ever leaving Gilbert. Granted, I've trained for triathlons and never left Gilbert. My community has a Junior Olympic pool in it, so that that's not every community that's going to be that way, but I've been able to hit all of those things. We've got the repairing, you can go hiking, you've got all sorts of different places. If you like to walk around and check things out, you can go do that. You like shopping, we've got Santan Mall. You like dining, we got Santan Mall. We've got downtown Gilbert. You've got so many options. Even if you're a complete food snob, you're going to be happy here. Number 2, Gilbert schools, we've got a lot of options to choose from, right? So whether you're looking for a private school, a public school, or a charter school, you're gonna have your pick here in Gilbert, Arizona. One of the things nice about the private schools, and this is kind of an Arizona thing, is you have multiple ways that you can pay for that, through different grants, through different programs, through tax credits. They have a credit that you can get through the state for that you can use public money to pay for private school. It doesn't cover the whole thing, but it's definitely a good start. So if that's an option that you're looking for, you have that here in Arizona. Now, if schools are an important part of your decision for making the move to the Arizona area or Gilbert, or even what part of Gilbert, I highly recommend that you check out greatschools.org to do your research. It's gonna have everything you need there. Now, the number one reason I love living in Gilbert personally is the location. So I know I mentioned that the location is a negative, but once again, it's also who you talk to. Living in Gilbert is a positive. If you want to go to Saguaro Lake, if you want to go to Payson, all of these things are 30 minutes away, 45 minutes away. You can be in Payson. I can get to Payson in less than an hour and a half, and I'm going to change my temperature, especially in August when it's really, really hot. I can change my temperature by 20 degrees by heading up to the to the White Mountains, going up to Payson. I personally, I love Sedona, Flagstaff, Prescott, and we go there, but it just takes us an extra hour. So for us to get to like Sedona, it's going to take us, a little over 2 hours, where I can get to Payson an hour and a half, and I can be cold at night, going camping and things of that such. Whereas in, Payson, in Sedona and Prescott, you're still going to be hot in the summer. So where we're located here as well, depending on where you are in Gilbert, like I'm in Val Vista Lakes, I can get anywhere in the city pretty quickly. I can get to Scottsdale in 20 minutes. I can get to the airport in 15 minutes with no traffic, because I'm right off of the 60 living in Val Vista Lakes. So those are some of the reasons why I love living here. Now, I'd love to hear your comments, what you love about living here, what you hate about living here. Put them in the comments below. There's no right or wrong answer. Like I said, what one person loves, another person may hate. And then at the end of the day, remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for this video, and catch us on our next one. See you next time.